Art gilt is something that is typically only found on higher end Bibles that you have to spend more money for. So I wanted to do a little do-it-yourself video on how to apply art gilt to your cheap Bible, because a lot of you might not want to pay the big bucks for it. So I have here a Cambridge Revised English Bible, and I'm going to show you how to do it. I learned this from Diego Caloca Jr., who rebinds Bibles, and this is what he recommended: archival ink. So what I'm going to do is take a cotton pad like this, just a little cotton pad. I've already got one soaked a little bit in the ink. You just really push it down, a lot of pressure on the ink pad, just to get plenty of ink on your cotton pad. And if you don't want to get ink on like the inside cover of your Bible, then paper towels are your friend. I put a paper towel here between the cover and the text block. So after I get the ink on the pad like this, I'm going to fan out the Bible's pages like this. It's not an exact science. It takes a little practice, and maybe you don't want to do your favorite Bible first. But so I've got plenty of ink on the cotton pad. I'm just going to start doing that. Yeah, really simple. Not a lot to it at the end of the day. I keep doing that until I have a nice coat. And once I finish this and it dries, I'll probably do one more coat. That's totally up to you and the outcome you want and how satisfied you are with it after the first coat. So it's starting to look pretty good here. Put a little more ink on my cotton pad. Corners, you got to work it a little bit around the corners. I'll show you on the top here, like that, to get the corners red as well. Okay, we're getting. If you fan it out a little more, sometimes you see that, well, it's kind of inconsistent. So at that point, do a little bit more. And some of those inconsistencies will come out with a second coat as well. You can do a little back and forth like that too, just to get it even, nice and uniform. Spread some of the ink that's already on those page edges around instead of keep dabbing it in more. So here we go. It's looking pretty even, pretty consistent at this point. Didn't take a lot of time. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn the Bible and get it from the other side. So I'll put my paper towel right here, and see, you got some ink on the other side as well from that first coat, but just to get it nice and consistent, do both sides, so that no matter what side you're opening from, the nice deep red is plenty visible. So start doing the exact same procedure on this side. And this ink is available in different shades. This one is geranium red, I believe. It's a very, very deep red. Very beautiful. Okay, it's looking pretty good. Touch up in a few spots. Work it around those corners again. Okay, So it's looking pretty consistent to me. I'm probably going to do another coat, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. But finished product, at least for the first coat, looks gold. And you know what I'll sometimes do here is I'll take the ink, I'll take a cotton pad, just a clean one, or a paper towel or whatever, and kind of do this. Because sometimes you have some red streaks that you don't want that just rub right off when the book is closed like this. So do a number like that on there. It'll make it look nice and consistent when it's closed. If you have a vise, this might be a nice time to use it. Okay, so it looks nice and gold here, and then when you open, very brilliant red. See that? And I can see already where a little touch-up will be in order for a second coat, but not bad. And it's really not a difficult process. Just be careful at this point. You'll probably have some red ink on your fingers. Be careful not to thumb the pages too much. And the challenge comes more when you're doing the bottom and the top. Alright, I already did the whole top and realized afterwards that you couldn't see it in the video at all. So I'm going to show you again, even though it's already done. I'm just going to show you how to fan it, because it's not as easy to fan as it is sideways like this. It's not as easy to do that with the top or the bottom. So short answer is you just do the best you can and realize that the top and bottom of the page edges is not as visible as the sides. So you just fan it like this as well as you can and do the same thing you did on the sides. You get as close as you can to the headband without trying to avoid getting too much ink on it. Fan it the other way then. Do the same thing again. Again, I'm kind of doing a second coat here because I've already done it. But it comes out pretty good at the end of the day. And rub some of that excess off the sides again like this. It's like I got a little bit on the cover. So it looks pretty gold when you look straight on and you open it up, and it looks pretty red. Take a paper towel so I don't get ink on the pages. See, you can see it on the top as well. Pretty good. Not too difficult, not too expensive. So good luck.